Hey, welcome to my Just Figuring It Out playlist, where I basically talk about everything my husband and I are doing as United States retirees who are living in the Philippines as permanent residents. Now, I want to start off by thanking a listener who corrected me when I misspoke. In one of my videos a few months ago, I said we became permanent residents November 2023. That's not correct. We moved to the Philippines November 2023. We became approved by the Bureau of Immigration as permanent residents October 2024, and we received our paperwork on November 2024. So, thank you for listening. Now, no matter when you received your permanent residency in the year 2024 and any year before that, foreign nationals have to do an annual report for the first 60 days of the new year. So for 2025, the annual report needs to be done by March 1st. We finished ours in January, and this video is going to focus on the in-person process for getting your annual report done. I think you have the opportunity to do this virtually. We just decided as our first time completing this report to do it in person, to at least go through the process. Plus, we wanted to go to Batangas City to kind of have that experience. It's about 30 minutes south of us. It's the closest Bureau of Immigration to us. And we just treated it like a little adventure, rather than going an hour and a half to Mall of Asia, which there is a temporary office there, Robinson's Manila, a temporary office there, or the actual main office at Intramuros, which is about 2 hours from us. So 30 minutes to Batangas City made more sense to us. Actually doing it virtually would have been a wiser decision, but as first timers, as I said, we wanted it in person. So this video, again, is going to focus on our in-person visit to complete the annual report. Now, things that you need to collect and have with you for this in-person annual report meeting. And I am going to refer to my notes so I don't mess up. Definitely bring your United States passport, or whatever passport you have, as a foreign national, your ACRI card, your annual report reference number that you received via email, which I will talk later on in the video, and any previous annual report receipts. Now, I have read from other foreign nationals that they brought their receipts from previous years. I don't know if you need to do that. We're first timers, so I will say I will still bring a receipt just because I'm dealing with the Philippine government and I want to make sure I have more than what they might ask for. One little tip I did receive for any receipts, especially coming from either a bank or through the Bureau of Immigration, we scan our receipts and get a digital copy, because over time, I don't know if it's something about the paper or it's the ink that they use on the receipt, but it eventually fades away, and the receipt is basically a blank piece of paper. It's difficult to read. So just a little tip when it comes to preserving your receipts and for future reference. So one of the things you're definitely going to do before you start this annual report process is get an account on the, referring to my notes, the Bureau of Immigration e-Services site. I already had an account. I had to make sure my husband had an account, because from there's a number of things that you can do virtually and to take care of in regards to any type of service, not any type of service, a number of services through the Bureau of Immigration can be done online. One of the things for sure, regardless if you're virtual or not, you need to go online to make sure that you get that annual report reference number. That is number one. So I'm going to talk about how to get that number, how to get that email, so that you can have it ready for either your virtual meeting or your in-person meeting. So first you log into the BI eServices site. If you don't have an account, make sure you create it. And you're going to have to verify your ACR card details, and that's on the back of your card. And then include, I think you also have to input your birth date. And then you're going to get a notification that your ACR iCard is verified. Then it's going to move on to another screen where it's going to go over the guidelines for submitting the annual report. And there's two things that it's going to focus on. The iCard verification, and then it's going to talk about the different processes or guidelines through PDFs for the registration for walk-in report process or the registration for virtual annual report process. That is a mouthful. Anyway, they're PDFs. You can go over, read them, download them if you want, but that's the next thing that you would look at. Then you finally get to the application information. And I think it took me about 5 minutes to do. If you have everything that you need in front of you, it's super, super quick. It might not even take you 5 minutes. 5 minutes might be overkill and how much time it really takes. It might take you 3, but it's a quick process. So first you need to indicate the reporting type. Like, are you going to go in person or are you going to be virtual? As I said, we were in person. The ACR details, I had to indicate we were type I cards. That's the type of card that we have, type I card. Then I had to input the ACRI card number. Again, that's on the back of the card. The next thing we had to indicate was our authorized stay, which we are permanent, where the permanency was issued at, which was Manila, the issued date, for me it was October 16th, 2024, and then personal information, first name, middle name, last name, and any aliases. So if you're married, especially females, you have your birth name, and then you have your married name. Even if you were divorced, that name, write down all of them. Then your date of birth, your gender, civil status, and then country of citizenship. And then the next stage, you're going to have to get your visa passport information, which would be your visa type. So for us, I had to indicate SEC 13G was what I had to write. I don't remember all the other options. Everyone would be different, but that was what I indicated, SEC 13G. Then my passport number, the date issued, and valid until. And then I hit submit, and I got a little green check. And then underneath the green check, it said, annual report application has been successfully submitted. Please check your email for confirmation and present the assigned reference number to the evaluator at the nearest Bureau of Immigration office. Or, as I mentioned, they had some temporary offices that you could have also visited in Manila, but wherever there's a BI office. So get that reference number, check your email, because it's going to give you an overview of everything you had input, and then you go and you check your email, and it's going to give you another document. We printed that out. I don't know if you do an in-person, if all you could do is maybe show it on your phone. Yeah, here's the email, and then they get the number from that. We just printed out the piece of paper. Number one, I printed out the piece of paper not only to show them, but to also have that as something to staple my receipt onto for future reference. But that's just me. Let's see. I mentioned all the things that you would need to bring to the office. I mentioned that earlier. So just to repeat, that reference number that you received via your email, your ACR iCard, your passport, and any previous receipts. That I think that you would need to do that, I'm guessing, because I don't know, but that's what I've read. After the representative has gone through all of the information, he'll then, because when you go to the office, you give it to them. Super easy. Our entire time lasted maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Again, most of the time was waiting. But you go to the rep, you give him all the information, he looks it over. He gives you an order of payment slip. You take it over to the cashier. You pay 310 pesos. You get your official receipt. Again, I stapled my official receipt to my reference number printout, and I'm now going to keep all that information for any future annual reports. And really, that is it. Super simple. I mean, I think this might be the shortest video I've ever talked about anything in regards to the Bureau of Immigration. But I can't think of anything else. I think I did mention that if you don't take care of this by March 1st, 2025, or within the first 60 days of the new year, that you will be fined, from what I understand, 200 pesos. If that's monthly, I don't know. So you might want to have to check that out. But anyway, I hope this video is helpful to you and it gives you at least some idea of what you need to do to file your annual report. So thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it, and it's kind of nice to be back again to start reporting and sharing things that's happening while living permanently in the Philippines. Anyway, I hope to see you soon. Catch you later. Bye.